What's going on, everyone? DC3 Johnson here, coming with another Madden 20 franchise mode video here. So where we last left off, we beat the Cowboys. So right now we're up to 3-1 in our 2020, I guess I just should say Season 2 campaign here. So overall, already a good sign for our team that we're progressing to getting where we need to be, basically, and potentially building a contender and hopefully a Super Bowl championship caliber team here. So focusing a little bit more on our training. So now that I did switch Kyler Murray for Brandon Murphy, because I do also want our defense to be. We don't want to just focus purely on offense here. We want our defense to also be crucial, especially to get these wins, especially since some of our guys are starting to get a little older on our defense, like our strong safety, I believe our defensive tackle as well. So we want to start building our and actually our center back. So that's why it works out that Brandon Murphy is out there getting trained, because he has some big shoes to fill. Because I believe our star center back is like an 89-90, so long way to go. Unfortunately, I think the one thing that has been affecting us a little bit is injuries. Granted, when we lost Isabella in the previous video, we ended up getting Philip Dorsett, so I think we did okay in recovering from that, and now we've been told he's ready to play again, basically. So now we have Christian Kirk, Dorsett right behind, our boy C.D. Lamb, our rookie, right in that third position. Now Isabella hops into the fourth spot, and that leaves an extra wide receiver basically out of the rotation. Potentially we might trade him. I know I said I would. I'm going to see how this goes, because right now we're doing really good. I don't want to affect the team chem, and we pick up the win over the Niners, so I definitely want to hold out, see what we can do here, because we're getting these wins. That's our fourth win, so can I tell you, like, that is literally the same number of wins we literally had Season 1, so so we got that number in 5 games. So we'll see. Because one thing that does play a factor is in the overalls, I would say they're strong and they're good, but you could have a 92-93 team and literally lose in the wild card game or the division game. Chemistry is a lot more important in Madden. Out of all the sports games I played thus far, team chemistry is really, really crucial here. And even the scheme fit. So that's why you got to do every single detail, because everything plays a factor here. Every single little thing matters. And yeah, so that's why I kind of don't want to mess with the team right now. So we go to the scouting. Right now, I like to potentially focus on our scheme fits right now. So like the ones highlighted in purple, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Is just even some of the undrafted, I know right now they're popping up as undrafted, but there are times where you go down the pile and there's like a strong, like maybe like a 5th round or 3rd round. Like technically our punter was scheduled to be undrafted, and he was a 1st round gem according to the scouts, and we ended up picking a big steal that we're going to keep him pretty much for the rest of his entire career. Like, he's not going to leave this team at all. It's because once you get a good punter, like, there really is no need to get anybody else. And so Murphy levels up, and that brings him up to a 77, which is pretty decent. I mean, for a second year, it's pretty decent. And Chandler Jones, and so right now the game's telling us about the development trade, because he's the first guy that I've actually seen or upgraded that's a super higher than a star. So this is the next level superstar. So he ends up developing a lot faster. So the fastest one's X Factor. This is the level just below it, basically. And so right now they're telling me about the abilities that they have, always active during a game. So whenever you're playing, like right now we're just doing pure simulation, but if we were playing games and stuff, having people that have that X Factor or the superstar traits could potentially swing the game in your favor, especially the higher the difficulty. Like once you get to, I think it's all pro. I could be wrong. Like the level, the level or 2 below all Madden. So that's when I think the difficulty, like those little things, start making a big factor here, as we end up upgrading our defensive tackle to a 68, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually pretty decent. I think like mid-table in terms of like the teams. And so we do have a bye week, so this won't affect us. But just a quick look at the standings. So we're 4-1. We're right behind the Seahawks here So don't rule us out. Don't rule us out just yet, you know. And we do have the New York Giants. So I'm pretty sure without Eli Manning at this point, because real life he retired, and then Daniel Jones is probably the guy. So this potentially could work out really good. I mean, granted, we are playing them at New York, or should I say New Jersey. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We gotta stay optimistic. And so, see, this is exactly why I don't like the whole quick scout thing. At least the way it pops up when it pops up as available, because of the fact that it only scouted one little category, and that's great. But now now I'm thinking I did the scouting when in reality I only did one little grade. And the reason why I ended up scouting Jerry Jacobs is because I did end up drafting him in one of the previous practice things that I did, and he ended up turning out pretty good. He ended up becoming like a superstar. So I just wanted to see what round, if I had a pick available for him, what round I would have to get him. And it looks like it's going to be a mid-4th round, which is great because I believe we have at the moment in our arsenal 3 4th-round picks, our own, and 2 that we acquired via draft picks. As we sim the training here, I'm going to switch one of the guys out. I think once we ended up bringing Kyler Murray back into the rotation. Right now CD just went up to a 78, so he should be at the level as Philip Dorsett. So that potentially means that he probably moves up to the 2nd position here. And our offense, we already went up to an 81 overall. Our defense went up 3 points or 2 points since we started this campaign. And now since we do have the XP, we're going to go ahead and look and see what we can do here. Because providing a training boost is always really good. I mean, I personally, I'd rather focus on our offense since we are a little weaker. We're 81 compared to 83 on defense. So I'd rather give them a little bit of a boost. See if that helps. And also, because potentially if we have stronger left tackles and all the guys in the lineup, then that means that Kyler Murray has more time to throw the ball rather than get sacked. Because that at the end also affects their confidence, basically, for our young quarterback. So, looks like Christian Kirk wants a game. He wants like 100 yards or 3 touchdowns. We gotta shut down Russell Wilson. We'll slow him down. I don't know about shutting him down. It's Russell Wilson. Like, come on. That's unrealistic here. It looks like Bobby Wagner again. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head who Bobby Wagner is. I apologize. I'm still learning. I'm more of the casual. Like, I do watch football, but I'm more of the casual guy. Like, I know like the really big guys. Like at the Cowboys, the 3 players I know for sure off the top of my head. It used to be Robo and Jason Witten and Miles Austin, but now it's Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, and Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know anybody else. Sorry, sorry guys. Oh, Des Bryant. Actually add Des Bryant. I don't know if he's. Well, I think he's out of the Cowboys now, but I think he came back for like 1 season or something like that. But those are the guys I knew. And unfortunately, I'm not like a full-on aficionado, but I love playing the game. It's really fun, especially because the seasons are really short compared to like NBA, MLB, and NHL. Like, you just commit 1 day out of the week for what, 16-20 weeks? Sounds good. It's not even half of the year. And let's go ahead and advance the week here. So we end up not trading. Week 8 is the last week you're able to do any adjustments in terms of trading. So we end up staying put. As expected, I honestly didn't have a lot of high expectations for this. We do end up picking up a loss here against the Seahawks, and oh wow, I think we have the exact same record actually. I mean, I think they have a 1-game advantage over us. Well, not only because they won, but I think also because they haven't had a bye yet. But I think so far we should be okay. I mean, we might even be in the running for a wild card at this point if we keep up this pace. As they're running through everything here. He's just impossible to stop. Oh, really? I appreciate you letting me know, defensive coordinator, even though I told you we're only going to be able to slow him down. Oh, that's funny. 42-24. Like, literally, if you flip it backwards, like in the mirror, it's literally the... sorry, it's because I watched the movie Arrival, so Arrival actually talks about that, like how Hannah, if you spell it backwards, or you spell it exactly the same. Good movie, though. Good movie. Definitely recommend you guys check it out. I mean, it is a little slow. Not everyone I've recommended it to loves it. But like, if you like science fiction, aliens, or if you're just a fan of Amy Adams or Hawkeye, check it out because it's fun. It's a nice trip. And so our left tackle, he wants 2 years, $15 million, which I'm just kind of like, don't want to commit to that. I don't want to commit to that. Like, so let's we might have to part ways with our guy, cause yeah, that's what, like $8 million a year. I mean, I know we have the money, but at the end of the day, if we can get someone just as good for a 4-year contract, then we might have to lean in that direction. Sorry. But, you know, nothing's for sure. We might end up signing him on the last day of either the regular season or playoffs right before the off season. So, nothing's for sure yet. And so far... Ooh, okay, so our left linebackers ready to level up, so he'll go up a point here, which is going to be great for us here, like especially against Miami. Hopefully with these upgrades, hopefully that leans the game in our favor. So this potentially means we could go up to being 6-2, which is pretty good, because I think ideally to get the wild card, I mean, I have seen teams get it with 8 games won, but you would need 9. I would say the magic number is 9, especially for our division, because we have the 49ers and the Seahawks in this division, as well as the Rams. I mean, sometimes the Rams don't do well in simulation. It kind of just comes down to how much the game values Todd Gurley and Aaron Donald's like performance, and that basically determines how good the team is. You know, if Gurley struggles or Donald struggles, then the Rams are not that strong overall. And the 2-6 team, and we got 2 of our guys back from injury, so we should be, I think that should be pretty much it. I think that should take care of this. We'll go ahead and run the simulation here. Let me double check real quick the depth chart, because sometimes they do screw up and not fully adjust. And what we'll go ahead and do is we'll leave the video right here, so we'll just go ahead and simulate and pick up right where we left off. Guys, I really do appreciate you guys sticking around to the end to watch everything. If you guys are interested in NBA or UFC, check out my other videos on my channel. Hit the subscribe button. Guys, you guys take care, and you guys stay safe out there. Alright, guys?